Okay then guys, what's going on? Cloud Plays here and welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're inside of Starfield where we have got some bonkers news going on in the community, including the Mandalorian inside of the game. We've also got the largest sandwich dominoes you've ever seen in your life, and we've got some pretty interesting news about Bethesda actually having its lowest rated game inside of Steam, which yes is definitely Starfield. With that being said though, if you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. On top of that, make sure you check out our sponsor, Advanced GG, the #1 clinically proven energy supplement on the market. My favorite flavor, cherry vanilla, but you guys can catch an array of flavors via the link in the description and utilize code CLOUD at checkout for a cheeky discount. Now, with that being said, let's dive on in to see what the hell is going on with side of Starfield. So starting off, a Game Rant article has gone up stating that Starfield mod turns Mantis set into the Mandalorian's armor. Starfield players who wish to turn their Mantis set into something fancy can check out a mod that replaces it with the Mandalorian's iconic armor set. This looks absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible, and they've actually nailed this one on the head. This one looks so damn good, and for those of you who are Mandalorian friends like myself, then you are definitely going to appreciate that one, to say the least. Only has 726 upvotes though, so links in the description. Make sure you go and show them some love. I feel like this one deserves a lot more. On top of that though, the Starfield player makes sandwich dominoes, and oh my god, that must have taken forever. Now, there has been a bit of a debacle with regards to this one, as apparently somebody had actually stolen this video originally and posted it up online. They managed to get quite a substantial amount of upvotes, tens of thousands, and then it's finally gone over that actually the original creator posted it up in a higher quality and showed the general gravitational movement of items inside of Starfield, has managed to get it taken down and posted it up himself, with now over 50,000 upvotes in the game. It's absolutely crazy and one to watch. I'm not going to show it to you just out of respect for the creator, because he's had an absolute nightmare with this one, so I will leave the link down in the description. It's such an entertaining watch. It is so damn pleasing that you would actually be stupid not to watch it. In other news though, Starfield is Bethesda's lowest rated game on Steam. Now, Steam users have given Bethesda's long-awaited Interstellar adventure a lower score than any other title that the studio has produced. Now, Starfield, which is Bethesda's first new IP in a quarter of a century, has for the most part enjoyed a very successful launch, and the game hasn't even been out a month, but in that time frame it has managed to beat Skyrim's concurrent player count on Steam with over 1 million concurrent players, taking the game for a spin on launch day, and amass over 10 million total players. Now, that is absolutely no small feat, and at first glance it may seem like everyone's playing the game is having the time of their lives, but Steam reviews tell a slightly different story, with Starfield scoring lower with Steam players than any other previous Bethesda game, including Fallout 76, which faced an incredibly rocky launch and a bit of a questionable process all the way through it. I don't really know how that seems to have happened, because Starfield as an overall is quite an enjoyable game. It's got its problems, but what game in 2023 does not? Would I say that it was worse off than Fallout 76 though? Probably not, let's be honest. Feel like some people do on this one, but nonetheless, let me know your guys' opinions down in the comment section below. Is this the worst game Bethesda has ever made? Next up, in other news though, someone's built an entire functional city inside of Starfield. Yes, an entire functional city. It's absolutely mental. Now again, I don't want to show you the videos for this one, but you can see via the image, this place looks absolutely nutty. I'm going to again leave the link down in the description so you can do a little bit more of a deep dive into a video format, but this place looks absolutely incredible, and it's just been made by just a general player inside of the game. Very clever indeed. But one that you guys will be sad about, we have in previous videos actually spoke about a special sort of magic puddle that's been inside of Aquila City that you guys were able to absolutely ransack on numerous occasions, making yourselves millions upon millions in credit. But unfortunately, Starfield update removes the Aquila City's magic puddle, and the patch has also changed a menu to let photosensitive players players play the game without struggling. How bloody nice of them. How bloody nice of them. For us people, what they've done is they've gone and completely taken away our fun and taken away the magic puddle. But for those of you who have got photosensitive sort of attributes, you now can actually play the game, which for me personally should have bloody been in there in the beginning. But we're gonna go neither here nor there. Now, this one right here is a very, very interesting one, and one that I never thought that I would see within an article about a game, but Starfield settlers flock to a rare beachy planet discovered by an 180-hour explorer who used it to build a vacation resort. There's even water pets. That, yes, you've heard it completely right. It is it's an adventure resort with water pets. Now, as you can tell by the images inside of this looks absolutely incredible. The amount of things that people are doing inside of this game does genuinely seem to be absolutely nutty. It's not something that I actually thought that I would witness inside of this game, at least not right away anyway, but they do seem to have really ran rampant with this one. Massive kudos to these guys. Now, an article that I didn't think that I would see, but coming from Pure Xbox right here, states that Bethesda's ready to support Starfield for at least 5 years. Now, how long Elder Scrolls Skyrim has stuck around for has become a meme at this point, and it sounds like Bethesda is ready for a similar situation with Starfield. In a recent interview on the AIAS Game Maker's Notebook, which we are fully aware is not a new interview for the record, for those of you commenting on the previous video, but Bethesda's Todd Howard talked about how the team are preparing for longevity with Starfield, and how they're already looking at 5 years plus of support, and stating, one of the things that we've learned from our previous games, from Skyrim, from Fallout, is that people want to play them for a very long time. So Starfield, I would say, was the most intentional going into it, that this is a game people are going to play for a long time. Now, for me personally, I feel like this is a bit of a difficult one. I think unless you are a massive advocate for Starfield, which as much as I do enjoy it, I don't see myself being able to sink 5 years of my time into it. But if you do enjoy this game, you are probably going to be playing this for quite a while, and this will end up being one of those games, a lot like Fallout, where you pick it up, you play it for a couple of weeks, you put it back down, you maybe return to it in a couple of months when there is no more new titles on the horizon that you are interested in. They're going to be jumping straight back in and playing around and having some fun with it. But as far as the storyline goes, as far as any sort of like military missions or anything like that go, I think that the novelty for this one is already kind of wearing off. I think the fun of the mods and the bits that the people can do and the messing around with the game that is already integrated quite heavily, evidently, based on this whole video and seeing what it is that people are doing with it, is just definitely tending to be a little bit more of a mess around rather than what Fallout was. Now, I did enjoy Fallout, and you were able to mess around a lot with it, with a lot of mods and stuff like that you could put in to make it just a little bit weirder, a little bit quirkier, and play around with it a little bit more. But even when I played it on console and it was just the base game, Fallout never really had that lull moment for me. There was always something that I was able to do, always sort of like an upgrade I was able to make, and Starfield doesn't seem to have that Fallout upgrade, doesn't seem to have that Skyrim feel where I needed to have that top tier piece of armor and I was willing to become the world's greatest miner so that I could bloody build it myself. It just doesn't seem to have that same integration inside of Starfield, or at least for me as a personal player. Let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comment section below. Do you reckon you're still going to be playing this in 6 months time, let alone 5 years? I'm really intrigued to know what it is your guys' opinions are on it, but I think that Bethesda may have bit off a bit more than they can chew with this one. Although the title is still really good, I don't think it can be really bracketed in with Fallout and Skyrim as of just yet. We'll have to see what it is that they've got for the future, but as of right now, that's all we've got time for today. If you haven't already, make sure you're smashing the beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribing with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. But with that being said, up until next time, I'll see you in the clouds.